He thought he was meeting his dream date. He was actually meeting his killer. For a 28-year-old Devontae Adams, a single swipe right on a popular dating app was like stepping into a spider's web. It didn't lead to a new romance. Instead, it led him into a trap, meticulously planned by a couple who saw him not as a person, but as a target. This is the story of how an innocent online connection turned into a death sentence, all for the price of a used car. To understand how this deadly trap was sprung, we need to trace the poison back to its source. The moment a digital match planted the seed for a real-world nightmare. In the spring of 2024, Devontae Adams was a 28-year-old from Spring Valley, Minnesota, using a dating app to meet new people. He owned a Chevrolet Suburban, a detail that likely seemed unimportant, but would soon become the focus of a deadly obsession. Elsewhere, Megan Carjala and her 28-year-old accomplice, Vernon Archie, were in a different state of mind. Megan would later tell investigators that they were desperate for money and came up with a plan to steal a car. The method they chose was tragically modern. Megan cast her line into the digital sea of a dating app, not looking for love, but for a victim. Her profile was the lure. When she matched with Devontae Adams, she and Archie saw his photo with his Chevy Suburban and decided he was their target. She arranged to meet him in person, setting a time and place that would give them the upper hand. For Devontae, the meeting was the potential start of a new chapter. For Megan and Archie, it was the final, violent scene in a script they had written themselves. But what happens when a robbery plan goes horribly wrong? As the clock ticked towards 4:45 a.m. on May 17, 2024, the answer would become terrifyingly clear. In the pre-dawn hours of May 17, 2024, the streets of Minneapolis' Harrison neighborhood were quiet. Just before 4:45 a.m., Devontae Adams pulled up in his Chevy Suburban to the 2200 block of 5th Avenue North, the spot Megan had told him to meet her. He was expecting to see his date. He wasn't expecting an ambush. Surveillance video from that morning captured what happened next. Two figures in ski masks were seen waiting on opposite sides of the street. Those figures were Vernon Archie and Megan Carjala. As Adams arrived, Megan walked up and got into his passenger seat. The date was a flimsy disguise, a mask that was ripped off the moment she got in the car, revealing the brutal attack underneath. The couple tried to grab his keys, but Adams fought back and ran from the vehicle, trying to escape. But Vernon Archie chased him. Neighbors reported hearing arguing followed by gunshots and a man yelling for help. Archie shot at him multiple times as he fled. The Hennepin County medical examiner later confirmed that Adams had suffered fatal gunshot wounds to his face, neck, chest, and torso. Even as Adams lay dying, the assault wasn't over. Megan later admitted to police that she pulled out her own firearm, a .380 pistol, and held the wounded Adams at gunpoint while Archie took his keys. With the keys in hand, the pair jumped into the Chevrolet Suburban and sped off, leaving Devontae Adams for dead on the pavement. When police arrived around 4:45 a.m., they found him with life-threatening injury. He was rushed to the Hennepin County Medical Center, but was pronounced dead in the operating room.
911, yeah, for the emergency.
North 5th Avenue, Minneapolis.
Tell me exactly what happened.
We heard what sounded like a gunshot, and there's a guy in the brown screaming for help, and a red SUV pulled off. Someone was shot. We're at our house, but he's in the ground.
He's in the middle of the street outside of your address?
Yeah, like at our neighbor's. He's like in front of a car.
And you said, what, did you see a vehicle leave?
Yeah, it was like a dark red SUV pulled off after the shot. And the guy was still talking and he's yelling for help.
Everybody is on the way, okay?
Car, put your hands up, turn around, hands up, I'll explain everything to you. Hands off your pocket, walk backwards to me. Keep going, stop, get on your knees, put your hands up.
Yeah. Put your hands on top of your head and off your fingers. What's wrong?
I'll explain everything to you in a second, okay?
Right. Arms down behind you here. Just stay down on your knees, buddy. Oh my God.
Hot as hell, too.
Hot? Wait.
Yeah.
I bought the car.
Okay, we're gonna figure everything out in a minute, but you're sitting in a stolen car right now.
Come on. What the is going on here?
Okay. Do you have any weapons or anything on you?
No, I don't have any weapons.
You want to get one pistol?
Jesus Christ.
Who's in the car with you?
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Still one in the vehicle.
Hey,
One girlfriend in the car.
wait.
He's being compliant. What's your girlfriend's name? What's her name? McKinney?
What's your name?
Megan.
Megan. Put your hand out of the window.
I can go less.
Out the window.
What? I'll go less lethal.
Can you see her?
Yep,
Yeah,
hands,
get her
both hands.
out.
I see both hands.
Open the door from the outside with one of your hands.
Is it stolen?
Yeah. I can't see.
I can see it. If you can, open the door. Step out and face away from us. Keep both hands up, okay? Stop, stop. Don't reach for anything. Okay? Face away from us, please. Turn around. Walk backwards to the sound of my voice. Stop right there. Keep facing away from us. With your right hand, okay, you have something in your right hand. That's fine. With your left hand, yep, that's fine. Keep coming. Keep coming right there. Take 3 steps to your left. Walk backwards. Stop right there. Just keep your hands on the top of your head, okay? You'll understand in a second, ma'am.
We're using handcuffs right now.
Yeah, let's use 2. I got another pair. This vehicle's stolen. That is why. You're in a stolen car. Yeah. So it doesn't mean you're in trouble, but we handcuff everyone that's in a stolen vehicle, and then we figure it out later. Okay? All right.
There it is. Want to clear the car with me?
Clear.
I got a meth head. Vehicle's clear.
What are you doing?
Do you have anything illegal on your person? Any weapons?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna unclip this. All right?
I don't even know.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll get it all figured out. Is there anything illegal in here? Drugs?
No.
Okay. Who is he to you?
It's my boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
Yes.
Do you know where he got this car?
One of his friends. He said that he could use it because we were staying there.
Okay.
Face the window for us. So right now we're just doing a full search of you.
Hey, Fern. Hey, guys, I have a gun in here. Very unhappy with you. I asked if you had a weapon.
I'm sorry.
You're lucky that you didn't reach in that purse. You would have gotten shot.
I wasn't going to.
It's her purse, her gun now. She can catch the charges for that.
She's got a gun in her purse?
Yeah. I asked her if she had any weapons. Nope. There's a gun right in there.
Any casings near the vehicle? Sorry.
Afterwards, I'll read you your Miranda rights, alright?
Rounds you have in his pocket?
So, 2 spent, 1 live.
I'll take these out because he's got to go on
3, yeah.
You also got live ammo in your pocket.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And jean. Left jean pocket.
Did JJ work?
This one?
Did they take photos of it yet?
No, we haven't.
We're here just to have a conversation. You can walk out of here anytime you want, okay?
What is there to talk about?
Well, I think there are several things that happened this weekend and leading up into the weekend. And then we know that Vernon and you were, involved in a lot of stuff. So where do you want to start?
We met up with his buddy to go get a car. I didn't know it was stolen. And then we were at his sister's house. They got in an altercation. I was trying to break it up at first, but then it was just, there was no point in breaking it up because that's his family and they do that all the time. I heard they fight all the time. So I went out to the car and sat with him. And his sister-in-law, and his sister's boyfriend or husband or whatever came out and he was driving recklessly and was about to hurt himself or somebody else. And so Vernon shot some fires out the window. No, not at anybody, but it was just out the window. I think like 3 times. And then we went and rode away because we heard the sirens and then that's when we got pulled over. or stop or whatever.
In St. Paul?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. And then that's when all that happened. I took the guns off the floor, put them in my bag. That's it.
And those were Vernon's guns?
Yeah, I already told the officers that, and I'm sure Vernon
Yeah.
told them too. So.
Yeah. How long has he had those guns?
I don't know. He had them when I met him, so.
When did you meet him?
Well, I've known him for my whole life, basically. But when we first started dating, that's when he had them. So that was
The same guns?
3 months ago.
Okay. How'd you guys start dating?
He's my brother's best friend.
Okay. So, your brother mentioned he may be hitting you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sway you or anything, but I'm just going to ask you, did you still love him after that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So let's go back to Sunday. Did you get the car yet? Did you get the stolen car from on Monday, the day you got arrested, or the day before?
The day before.
Okay. And then what time during the day? Was it like this where the sun's going down, or was the sun coming up? And I'm assuming you were doing meth.
Yeah.
Were you up the whole time, day and night?
I was trying to, but a lot of meth is laced with fentanyl these days. So
Okay.
I was probably sleeping or trying to sleep or trying to stay awake. But truly, I don't remember.
So you met up with a guy in North Minneapolis, is that right?
Yeah.
How long were you in North Minneapolis, like, before that?
Before that, we had just gotten there. But there was people threatening us. That's why we had to go to his buddy's house, and his buddy's house was like, well, here, you can take my car. And I didn't know it was stolen. They could have had a conversation. They could walk off together, so.
For several days leading up to that, where were you guys at?
We were around here in the cities. We were riding the train at his sister's house.
So you're around here, you mean that you were in the cities?
St. Paul. Yeah, in the St. Paul area.
So, like, where in Minneapolis did you guys go in those preceding days, the days leading up to that Sunday?
We were everywhere. We were going to,
Give me a 4-day rundown.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot. We basically just stay up all night and all day, Paul. And if we do come out here, it's for like food or to go meet with his buddy out there over wherever he lives at.
I think you told the St. Paul cops you don't want to go down for Vernon, right?
No. Meaning his gun, but that's too late. I already have that on my record now, so.
Well, I mean,
I just possess them at the moment.
Yeah, why? I'm wondering, well, just looking at what you told the St. Paul officer, he told you to grab those guns as you guys were getting arrested?
No, they were in the middle of the seat. I just grabbed them because I didn't want him to go down for anything more than he was already going to go down for. Because I knew that once they pulled the car over, that I knew immediately, like, that's not his car. That's not somebody's car that they know or he knew. So I just knew at that moment I had to do something. So I just picked them up and I put them in my stuff.
Were they at all thinking, like, since you had the gun, that you were the one firing shots? Or
No. I don't know why, but for some reason they knew Vernon did it. Because they didn't even ask me if I fired them at all. They just was asking about him.
Yeah, and you were in the passenger seat? You weren't charged with, like, stolen car or anything like that?
No.
Well, I think it's important that you do distance yourself from Vernon, right? I mean, even if you love him, like, he's going to either bring you down and not. So I've been doing this a long time, and I see it. I could see your future going a couple ways. Outside of the drugs, right, and outside of being killed by somebody else, he's violent towards you, right? But I think what's even bigger pressing matter is the gun stuff, right? Like you've seen how many people have been getting shot and killed lately these days, and the county attorneys, the prosecutors, they don't want anything to do with it, right? They're starting to put people away for those, okay? And we know that there's other events outside of what you spoke about involving Vernon and involving Vernon's guns and involving you. And I think you need to talk about them. And we're going to have to talk about what Vernon did too.
I don't want to talk to you.
I think that's a natural response, that you don't want to talk about it because it's very difficult to talk about. We just don't want to see you, like you said, going down for someone else, something someone else did. You were arrested with a firearm that you know, linked to what happened. So that kind of puts you in a difficult situation, you know?
Now there's a Ring camera on every single house these days. You probably looked up and saw them, right? And people could distinguish you with bright colors, especially bright colors on your shorts. That's not going to go well, right? It's already not going to go well for Vernon, but this is your opportunity to talk to us, okay? So this is kind of like your last chance to talk to us.
What do you want to know?
We want to know what happened that morning.
It wasn't that day that it happened.
I know. How about Friday? Friday morning, the 17th, 3 days before you got arrested. And we'll talk about another vehicle, right?
Can I at least go have a cigarette? Can we, like, take this outside or something?
Yeah, sure.
Me and Vernon were homeless out there. He didn't have to be. I told him not to be. I told him to just go home and I'll figure it out myself. But he said, no, we're going to figure this out. And his buddy, he told us like how to get stolen cars and how to do all that stuff. We were desperate. We didn't have nothing. I'm telling you, like not even a penny, not even anything, nothing to drink or nothing to eat. So I went on my phone and there was this guy who was trying to have sex with me for whatever. Vernon was like, this is the one. He probably has a car. He's going to pull up and then we can just do whatever. So we had the guy pull up. I sent him an address, just a random address.
What was the address?
Somewhere on 5th Street, 5th Avenue or something.
You know a cross street?
I think it was along Bolton Memorial or something. We had him come there, and I didn't think it was going to go the way it did. I just wanted something. Like, I have nothing. My kid, she's in a whole other state.
Yeah.
My family doesn't care about me. So I needed something to just hold on to. So we had the guy come there and I bring him around the corner and then we told him to give him the keys and he started running and then that's when Vernon started running and he ended up shooting him a few times. And then I went over there and I told him to not move with the small gun. I told him don't move. I just pointed it at him. I didn't do nothing to him.
Is that the 380? Were you the small gun? Is that the 380?
Yeah. I just held it at him. I told him don't move.
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He said I won't move.
Okay.
And I didn't want to hurt him. I did it, and Vernon didn't want to either. He told me afterwards he felt bad. He didn't even want to do it. I saw him like choking on his blood. And at that point, I knew we up bad because I'd even told Vernon there was cameras in the area and that we shouldn't have did it in general. Because I was telling him before it even happened, like we should just stop. We should just give up and go. We should just leave. But he didn't want to give up. Like, he just didn't want to stop. And I'm like, I guess let's just do it. I just gave up. And that's what happened. We took his car and we left.
Okay.
What did this guy look like?
He was black, he had dreads. I'm sure if you looked close enough on the thing, you could probably, like, see.
How many times had you seen him?
Just that one time.
I mean, as far as the profile, like, how was he reaching out to you to have sex?
A dating site called Tag.
Tag?
He wouldn't stop texting me. He wouldn't stop texting me. When
you say you stole his car, who was driving then, or who had the keys, or how did you guys get the keys, I guess?
Vernon did. I just helped him keep the guy on the ground so he didn't hurt anybody, like myself.
By physically restraining him or by holding your gun on him?
I just pointed at him. I told him don't move. And he didn't move. And then when we grabbed him and everything, we just left.
So Vernon took his keys there? Through his pockets?
No, it was on the ground. We both knew we made a mistake when it happened. After it happened. I didn't want anybody to get hurt. I just needed something. I don't have nothing out here.
Where did you guys go after?
We went up to St. Paul, I think.
Did you guys, you were Vernon after, kind of like follow up, look online to see what happened, or see
I
if
did,
anyone
yeah.
was arrested?
I was looking on the police scanner. I was looking on the news, and I was looking at all of it. We were both like terrified of what happened.
What did you guys find out from looking online?
We didn't find anything.
Okay.
That's why I was scared, because if he didn't go to the hospital or anything, then he probably was like looking for us. And I know it did because I heard it saying you're being recorded, and I knew it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
I told him it wasn't a good idea. I near begged him to just stop so we could just leave. I didn't even care if we didn't have anything at that point. I knew something bad was going to happen.
And in all honesty, you were there, okay? You can't avoid this, right?
I know.
So we're doing you a solid.
What's the charge going to be?
The county has to determine that, okay? When we sat down here, I said you could, tell the truth or you could omit it, right? This is going to go a long way for down the road when everybody looks at this case. So they're seeing that you're remorseful about what happened. And that's a huge step, okay? How do you feel now that you've talked about it? Do you feel better?
I'm just worried about Vernon, that's all.
Okay.
He was there for me when nobody else was.
How old are you?
23.
Okay. I'm about double your age, okay? And I gotta tell you that there are a lot of loves in life, and you're gonna meet them, but everything's gonna pass by in life, okay? Some of the good things that you got, they're gonna be gone. Some of the bad things in life that are right now, that's gonna be gone, okay? Life's gonna move forward, all right? And at one point you're gonna have to come to that understanding, okay? And you're gonna have to learn how to cope with it, all right? And this, unfortunately, it's gonna suck you down with it for a little bit, okay? Take care of yourself, stay off the drugs. All right, well, how about you go plug in your phone, okay? And then let's hope for a call back from your brother. And if that doesn't happen, let's, I want you to start thinking about where you can stay tonight, all right? And then we can touch base for another time if we need to. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
The investigation into Devontae Adams' murder moved quickly. Homicide detectives were facing a brutal crime, but the culprits had left a trail of breadcrumbs. The first big break came just 3 days later. On May 20th, 2024, St. Paul police responded to an unrelated report of shots fired, found Megan and Archie nearby in a different stolen vehicle. During their arrest, police made critical discoveries. They found live and spent .45 caliber ammunition on Archie, the same caliber as the casings found next to Adams' body. They also recovered 2 handguns, a .45 caliber handgun and a .380 caliber handgun. Ballistics tests, which act like a firearm's fingerprint, later confirmed the .45 caliber weapon was the one used to kill Devontae Adams. Each piece of evidence was another bar in the cage closing around them. Police found Adams' stolen Chevy Suburban abandoned on May 19th. Inside, they discovered DNA from both Archie and Megan, directly linking them to the vehicle. This, combined with surveillance footage and cell phone data, placing them at the scene, made the case on an ironclad fortress of proof. But the most damning evidence came from one of the killers. Facing this mountain of evidence, Megan confessed. Her confession was the final missing piece of the puzzle, snapping into place to reveal a chilling picture of a cold-blooded plot, where a young man's life was considered less valuable than his car. The 2 people responsible for his crime faced very different fates. In April of 2025, Megan, the woman who baited the trap, decided to knock over her own king to save herself. She pled guilty to first-degree aggravated robbery. In exchange, the second-degree murder charge against her was dismissed, and she agreed to testify truthfully against Vernon Archie. For her role in the deadly plot, almost 5 years in prison. With Megan set to testify, Vernon Archie's trial moved forward. The prosecutor laid out the story of greed and violence using Megan's testimony, DNA evidence, ballistics, and surveillance footage to build their case. The jury was convinced. They found Vernon Archie guilty on 2 counts of second-degree murder for killing Devontae Adams. On Thursday, September 2025, Archie was sentenced to 30 years in prison. He will be eligible for supervised release after serving about 19 and a half years. While it took 2 to set the fire, the one who pulled the trigger would end up paying a much steeper price. The murder of Devontae Adams is a tragic story about a very modern fear. He wasn't the victim of a random crime, but a targeted attack that started on a dating app. The motive wasn't passion or revenge. It was cold, calculated greed. Vernon, Archie, and Megan decided a Chevrolet Suburban was worth more than a man's life. This case is a brutal lesson that sometimes, as a smiling profile picture can be a mask hiding something dangerous underneath. While most online interactions are perfectly safe, you never truly know who's on the other side. Digital safety experts suggest a few key steps to protect yourself. First, always try to verify a person's identity before meeting. Use a reverse image search on their profile pictures and see if they have other social media profiles that match up. A quick video call can also confirm you're talking to a real person. Second, guard your personal information. Don't share your address, your daily routine, or financial details. Most importantly, when you do decide to meet, do it safely. Always pick a busy public place like a coffee shop for a first date. Get there on your own and plan to leave on your own. And always tell a friend or family member your plans, who you're meeting, where you're going, and when you expect to be back. And finally, trust your gut. If something feels off, if someone is pressuring you, or if their story doesn't add up, don't hesitate to block them and report it. Devontae Adams was just looking for a connection. He had no way of knowing the person he matched with was a predator. His story is a heartbreaking reminder to stay vigilant. Put your safety first. And remember that in the world of online dating, a little caution can act as a lighthouse, guiding you safely to shore.